Culture is not a trend.
Culture is not a trend.
Culture is not a trend.
A lot of times, Black people, our culture was used, our essence was used, our heritage is used, but we're never credited for it. Other people, other cultures may use it, may allude to it, may reference it, but when we do it, it's ghetto. When we do it, it's unfashionable. When we do it, it's too loud. So we're showing you this is how it started. We are the originators. We are the creators. And when you see the show, you'll see that no one can replace it. Yeah. When you see it, it's not going to be anything else but us truly putting our art form on the floor, and you'll see us, our generation, but you'll see every other generation to come, and we're making our ancestors proud.
Practice expectation is showing up every time and trying, even if you get stuff wrong. The committee is going to tell you what to do, how to improve, and we just vibe as family and friends, and the bond is very close.
We got a good outfit right now. You know, the whole crew is going to be styling. I'm hoping to see a large sum of people there, and I'm looking forward to really just bringing in the authenticity of our culture. You know, we put this together showing that culture isn't a trend, and so, you know, what we're styling, what we're wearing, you know, the story that we're telling, it's just something that's larger than life, and I'm ready to see how, you know, how beautiful it's going to be.
Becoming a model has helped me become more sure of myself and confident in who I am. And I see my confidence growing. Like now when I'm walking outside, I sit up higher, I walk straighter. Like I feel more in tune with myself than I was before. And I'm really thankful for this process. I've met some great people, met some great friends. So I've had a lot of fun here, and I'm really excited for you guys to see the show.
Feet in. Go, Vaughn. Go, Vaughn. You gotta give me more enthusiasm. It be you every time.
Black boy, you know that I love you. I love you. I can see it in your face when I look at you. You know that I do. Black girl, you know that I love you. I love you. I can see it in your face when I look at you.
I think when I look at it, I feel like everybody has to understand where they're from and their own culture. You cannot appropriate something that is not yours. You have to give respect where respect is due. And you have to be proud of where you're from also. It's not just taken from other people, but really understanding like what makes you you, and standing proud behind your culture, standing proud behind where you came from. That's how I understand culture is not a trend, and it will never be a trend.
Culture not being a trend is more on the side where culture embodies who you are as a person and not just who you want people to look at you as. Culture is kind of like what defines you as a person. So putting culture in the list of like trends and stuff like that kind of like undermines the true value of culture, which I think is something that happens a lot in today's society.
Culture is not a trend. You can't really take someone's culture and try to make it popularized in your own context. Culture is culture. It's supposed to mean something more than just, oh, I'm putting this on for a show, or oh, I'm putting this on for fashion, or I'm putting this on to fit in. It is something that hits home for a lot of people. Culture is very deep rooted, especially Black culture is very deep rooted in a lot of things in a lot of our lives. Even if we, you know, don't really think about it, culture is really an important aspect in everybody's life. So culture not being a trend, we kind of have to take that back, because so many people want to take Black culture and make it a trend, but then they don't really understand what it means to be Black. So being Black is a part of that culture, and it can't just be turned into a trend.
I feel like nowadays, because social media, you have access to many different people and many different people's cultures, and Black people, when people see things that we do in our culture from things that we've been doing for years, like you were talking about, they think that it's just something that you can easily like put on and take off. So that's why I feel like it's very important that we're having something like a fashion show called Culture is Not a Trend, where we're showing the timeline of Black culture, Black history, and how it's not just a trend, it's something that is very important to us, that is us, and it's not something that we can easily just take off and put back on.
And that's in everything too, not even just music-wise or like fashion-wise, like our hair that gets copied and pasted.
Yeah.
Back then it was ghetto, and back then we weren't allowed to do this and what to our hair. And now it's like everybody wants a fro, or everybody wants their curls, or see Susan or whatever with them braids. You know, like it could be represented the wrong way and not given credit the right way. And I think we've seen that through history. It's like our grandparents, their grandparents, their parents. So
Kind of adding on to your point with social media, like, you know, things that we were wearing, things that we were wearing in the culture back then were demonized.
Yeah.
You know, like, look at baggy shirts and shorts, and, you know, stuff in my Air Force Ones, like the song goes. That type of stuff was seen as ghetto, but now it's seen as cool, streetwear. You know, so like we set the tone. At first, they're not vibing to the frequency, but over time they pick up, and then it becomes something mainstream. So, like what you said, showing that our culture is not a trend is really important. It's something that we should really strive to continue to push.
The Culture is Not a Trend fashion show will be held in the Centaur Center Banquet Room, November 21st at 7 p.m. Show up and show out.